Merry Christmas, Diocese of North Carolina.
Merry Christmas.
We're glad to be with you as we anticipate and celebrate the joy of Christmas and the coming of Jesus. And a story came to me just in the last day or so from 2 years ago in December of 2020, when, as you remember, we were all doing Christmas remotely. We were either doing a small team live streaming or a pre-recorded service. And one of our churches during that December pre-recorded their pageant. And of course, as all pageants do, there were some slip-ups and some missed lines and some other mistakes that were unplanned. And so they carefully edited the pageant and then planned to have it broadcast live on Christmas Eve. What they discovered as it aired on Christmas Eve was that they were broadcasting the unedited pageant. Well, the people that planned this were mortified, but the congregation loved it. And I think there's a lesson there for all of us. We can get caught up in this time of year around perfectionism and getting all the traditions exactly right and everything at its place. And sometimes it can actually interfere with the gift and the joy of receiving the love of Christ. And this is an invitation to you all this Christmas to just let go of that perfectionism and those high expectations and the tension that goes along with them, and to lean into the gift that Jesus comes to us and meets us exactly where we are. That's part of the promise of Emmanuel, God with us, as we are, with all our complexities and our foibles, and welcomes us with love and with the promise of joy that comes with that love.
Bishop Sam, that really speaks to me, having recently moved and not being sure where my Christmas stuff is, so I take that to heart. And I love the thought about Emmanuel, God with us. I've been thinking about that in Advent, particularly about Mary's role in bringing Christ into the world, and what really needs to happen. That we learn from her story that God is with us, but we also have a role in it. Without Mary, there's no Jesus. So people are really involved in that too. And our role at Christmas time, I believe, and we'll hear in the stories that we've just heard now right before Christmas, excuse me, that our role is receiving the Holy Family, to receive Mary with her gift of justice, as we heard in the Magnificat, and Joseph with his gift of mercy that we hear about the following week, and particularly Jesus and his gift of grace. So to receive those gifts, as God is with us, is the real reason we're celebrating this Christmas. Celebrate with us. Don't be a perfectionist, and enjoy the gifts of God. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.